Lecture 12. Data Analysis Procedures. Data analysis is the subsequent stage of research to data gathering. When researchers finish the accumulation of the data in the form of spoken recordings or written notes or answers to questionnaires or interviews or whatever, now they have to take another stage, which is to analyze these data. The analysis of data is not a random process. Depending on the type of data themselves, the analysis is going to take a certain course. When data are compiled, they are usually in a huge form. They cannot be presented to the receiver, the reader, or the public in their original form. Therefore, the researcher should conduct an analysis in order to relate the findings to his original research questions and to draw conclusions. The first thing to do is to reduce the data into a manageable size, something that can be presented to the public. Data analysis is the process of reducing the accumulated data collected in research to a manageable size. This is done by developing summaries, for example, in the form of tables or graphs, looking for patterns, looking for what is common among the answers, and performing statistical analysis of different sources. This is the most important component of research, and if this is not done in the appropriate manner, the research itself is not significant and the results are not reliable. Weak analysis produces inaccurate results that not only hamper the authenticity of the research, but also make the findings unusable. The findings have no significance. It is imperative, it is an obligation to choose your data analysis methods carefully to ensure that your findings are insightful. The process of data analysis is not random. The choice of the approach, the choice of the methodology and the method imposes on the researcher to use well-defined and standard methods of analysis. The two main types of data determine the type of data analysis procedure. Quantitative data require quantitative data analysis, and qualitative data require qualitative data analysis. Quantitative data are usually in the form of numbers that researchers analyze using various statistical procedures. The two most commonly used quantitative data analysis methods are descriptive statistics and inferential statistics. We start first with descriptive statistics. Descriptive statistics can be done for their own sake. They constitute the core of the study, or they can be just the first level of the analysis. Descriptive statistics help researchers summarize the data and find patterns. So they only describe without making inferences from the data. Descriptive statistics include percentages or frequencies, measures of central tendency, and these have three types: the mean, the median, and the mode. And finally, the measures of variability, which include the range, the standard deviation. A percentage is used to express how a value or group of respondents within the data relates to a larger group of respondents. For example, we have a group of respondents which consists of 50 individuals. The number of males is 15, and we would like to calculate the percentage of males in this group. How to calculate the percentage? The calculation of the percentage is done by dividing the total number of items in a variable by the number of items in a specific category and then multiplying by 100. In our case, the total number of items in a variable is 15, and the number of items in a specific category is 50. Then the calculation would be 15 divided by 50 and multiplied by 100. The result is 30%. So the percentage of males in the total group is 30%. The frequency. It is also called a frequency count, and the symbol for frequencies is lowercase f. Frequency means the number of times a particular event or outcome occurs. For example, a researcher is interested in specific types of sentences and to what extent they are used by the participants. So, for instance, we take the passive sentence. How often is a passive sentence used in a given text? So the frequency count is the number of times this type of sentence is used in a given text. Another example, for instance, during an observation session, the researcher is counting the number of times a teacher corrects errors in pronunciation. So the frequency count means the number of times the teacher uses this type of correction. The mean is the numerical average of a set of values. It is the average, the ordinary average. This is the formula of its calculation. The symbol used to show the mean is x bar. For example, the mean of the following 6 scores, 31, 67, 45, 34, 40, and 28, is calculated by computing first the sum of scores, 31 plus 67 plus 45 plus 34 plus 40 plus 28. Then the total is divided by 6. Why 6? Because 6 is the total number of scores. We have 6 scores here. The result is 40.83. This is the mean. It is the average. The median is the central or middle number of a data set, the number which comes in the middle. The median is the data value separating the upper half of a data set from the lower half. So there we have the same number of scores above and below this value. How is it calculated? First, arrange the data points from smallest to largest. Then, locate or find the central number. The central number is the median. The middle number is the median. Sometimes we find that two numbers occur in the middle. In that case, the median is the average of those two numbers. Let's take an example. Suppose that the variable is students' grades. And we have scores. We have a data set which consists of the following scores: 1, 1, 2, 5, 6, 6, and 9. These are the grades of 7 students. The first thing to do is to arrange them from lowest to highest. You see that they are arranged here. 1, 1, 2, 5, 6, 6, then 9. The value which comes in the middle, exactly in the middle, and we have 3 values below and 3 values above, 5 is the median. In a different data set, which consists of 1, 1, 2, 6, 6, 9, the median is different. We have 2 values in the middle, 2 and 6. In that case, we have to calculate the average of these 2 values. So we take the mean of 2 and 6. So 2 plus 6 divided by 2 equals 4. 4 is the median. The mode is the most frequently occurring value in the set of scores. So the mode is a value and it is repeated more than the other values. We have to count how often it is repeated. The most repeated is the mode. How to calculate this? This is too simple. To determine the mode, you might again order the scores that you have and then count each one, how often it is repeated. Then try to detect the most frequently occurring value. This is the mode. For example, you have the following students' grades: 12, 13, 12, 15, 11, 10, 9, 17, 20, 9, and 12. First, they should be ordered: 9, 9, then 10, 11, then 12, 12, then 12, 13, 15, 17, then 20. We notice that the value 12 is repeated 3 times in comparison with the other values. No other value is repeated 3 times. This is the most frequently occurring value. So 12 is the mode. Recapitulation of the mean, the median, and the mode.